Yo, yo, what it do? Hanging out tonight. I hope y'all feeling good. It's just me. Got my Dr. Pepper Zero. Probably shouldn't be drinking this, but it's zero sugar. I like these things. So, what y'all got going on tonight? Let's see. We got Jean in the building. It says it sounds very nice. Thank you, sir. Edward Newman's in the building. He says, "What's up?" Who else is in the building on tonight? Just playing around with Loop Elements Pro that is on sale this week. In case you didn't know, that rhymed. That rhymed. I appreciate you, Edward. Man, I appreciate you over there on Facebook, listening and such. So what I'm actually doing is, let me kind of zoom out here. I'm using both Peculiar Sounds and Loop Elements, and they're both standalone apps that work outside of the DAW. You don't have to have them loaded into Ableton or Logic or Pro Tools or anything like that. These are both standalone apps, and you can use them live performance, gigging, things like that. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of jump on and kind of showcase utilizing both of these. Because I can easily pull up, what I'm saying, piano sound here in piano in Peculiar Sounds. It's one of my pianos. It's called Favorite Piano. It's my favorite piano. You know what I'm saying? And then I can grab a loop like this little 6/8 joint, you know what I'm saying? Simple. You know what I'm saying? Kind of vibe like that. You know what I'm saying? And then what I was doing while I was playing, I was using key commands because we got key commands. I can literally use any of the number keys, and you can't see it because it's off screen, but I can pick it up here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if y'all can see that. Yeah. So I can literally use any of the number keys. Like if I press 1, I gotta be in the app. I'm clicking in, sorry. So if I press 1, where am I at? Am I not in here? There we go. I wasn't in. Okay. I was pressing the function keys. 2, 3, y'all can see that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? So like you had a verse, I could press 1. You know what I'm saying? Then I can press 1 again. You know what I'm saying? So you can use key commands. I don't know if the keys were too clacky. Hopefully they weren't. But you can utilize the key commands in order to, you know what I'm saying, kind of navigate. You know what I'm saying? Space bar. I press the space bar. You know what I'm saying? It starts it, stops it. So it's just like using it inside of a DAW. You just got key commands. I said, man, says tutorials are important. That they are. Ira, my guy, what's up, man? We got to go get lunch soon, bro. Great plug in. Got it yesterday. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, my guy. Nice. He said thank you. Let's see. What else did I miss? He's able. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna do that, man. What about tempo? Where you at? Where you at? What about tempo changes? Tempo changes. Get another Dr. Pepper on that. Zero sugar. Oh, so if you're going to be doing tempo changes, you want to do that inside of the DAW. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're like when you're locked inside of a DAW, you could do tempo changes then. You know what I'm saying? Like you can pull it up in Ableton or Logic. And I'm going to do something probably in the next couple of days where I'm going to show that. I'm actually going to pull it up in Logic and build out an arrangement that has multiple tempo changes and all of that stuff like that. If you're wanting to kind of do that, the standalone version is just really like for playing like static loops at specific BPMs, you know what I'm saying, like that. But you can change the BPM while you're working, you know what I'm saying? It's just not, I can bring it up, I can bring it down, you know what I'm saying? So I could do that, but it's not like programmed tempo changes in the standalone version because it's just a looper, you know what I'm saying? But you can be dynamic with key commands and like muting stuff and doing that sort of, sort of thing or what have you, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Igor. I appreciate it. My man, Bashan says, "What up? Just got finished watching your What's your take, gospel musician?" Yeah. Oh, that's what. Yeah. C Dub is live doing his thing with that. So yeah, that's why I'm not getting many people on this live. I'm sure. He said, Samuel says, "I really want to buy this, but I don't know how to install VSTs. I was just about to buy a bunch of loops from different sellers, but this looks most promising." It's not that difficult. Our installer is really easy. It's literally like click next, 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 and it's installed. And then you open it up in, you know what I'm saying, Logic or, Ableton or whatever program that you use, you know what I'm saying? Because this has hundreds of loops and stuff built into it. And if you hang around, I'll go through some of them here in just a minute. That's what I wanted to do today. Is just kind of how long is the deal going to be? It's going to be this week. It ends on a Friday. The deal is going to end. You can get it right now. Boy Brown, what's up, my guy? Blessings. To you, Jamar Mitchell says blessings and amazing work, man. Appreciate it, man. I said this on the live the other day. This is legit the culmination of 10 years worth of work put into this, from building packs all the way up to building contact instruments to building other plugins to get the framework and the understanding to be able to build this, into what it's becoming, what it's became and what it's becoming. Jamar also says, "I can't produce without Loop Elements involved in my production." Awesome, man. I appreciate that, bro. That means a lot. Seriously, like I build tools that I like to use, you know what I'm saying, and hope that other people get value out of using it myself. That's the key to it. Build something that you want, build something that you need, you know what I'm saying? And and it becomes if it's valuable to you first, it's got to be valuable to you first before it's valuable to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not valuable to you, then you're just making something just to make it, or doing a pack just to do a pack, or doing a plugin just to do a plugin, and it doesn't offer any value to you as a person, then you're losing. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I just saw another comment. Crossgrade will end this Friday at the price that it is. It's $79 Crossgrade right now. Excuse me, and it will go up to $99 Crossgrade after this Friday. And the plugin itself is $129 today through Friday, Cyber Week. But come Friday, it's going to become $199 because of all of what this plugin offers, because it's not just a plugin, it's also a standalone workout, application, as you can see, environment that you can utilize in your live performances and all of those things like that. My man Jamar says the loops inside Loop Elements are royalty. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, man. Use these. I love hearing my loops on stuff. Like I heard something, one of my loops on a song like maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I started screaming. I was in the car. I started screaming to my wife. I was like, "That's my loop. That's my loop. That's my loop." So I don't really care. Like, use my stuff, Doc. I want to hear my stuff. It ain't like that. Is there a way to tap tempo? No, not in the app itself. On the thing that you're using in the DAW, you can, like Ableton. You can, if you tap tempo on Ableton, it'll change just like Ableton's BPM does. But in the standalone app, we actually experimented with tap tempo, got it to work, but the user experience was suffering just a hair because of what we were trying to kind of the implementation that we had wasn't working the way that we were intending for it to work and how I needed for it to work. So I tested it out with myself and several other people that were like on our beta team. And we all kind of collectively agreed that the implementation of tap tempo at the level we had it, because we had it working like literally click, 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 like tapped 4 times, and it would like change to whatever BPM. But we're working on there's a lot of math involved in that kind of stuff, whether you realize it or not. It seems like a simple feature, but there's some calculations you kind of have to do, like per how many taps, adjust how many. It's like some weird math that I had to figure out with that. And I couldn't get it to lock in at the way that I wanted it to lock in. And so I chose to kind of table it for right now until I can test a different implementation that I'm studying up on that I might be able to make it work. So it's not a no, it's not in there. It's a not at this moment. That's a long way of saying that. But yeah, it's not at this moment. I'm going to have tap tempo in there eventually. I just got to find the implementation that feels natural to how everybody else, normally uses tap tempo. You know what I'm saying? So the right now, drop it in Ableton or another DAW that has tap tempo and just do that if you want to use tap tempo. But I don't really have it set up right now for that. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Jamar, man. That it really does. I don't say that lightly. That kind of stuff really does. These are the things that I think about at night. Like when I go to sleep, I think about comments and stuff like that. Like, is it really helping people? Is it really like changing the game? I will have to buy the Crossgrade after the sale when I get paid over the weekend. Yes, sir. Man, thank you so much, man. Let's see. Thanks for replying to the comment. I really appreciate it. If it comes with it comes with an install video. Like when you buy it, there's an install video, instructions, shows you how to install it, everything. And if you have issues, we got customer support. Hit customer support. We'll walk you through it, help you as much as we can. That's what we got going for that. So absolutely, this is what we do. Yeah, man. No, this is a way better implementation. You stick around, you'll see some of the other stuff. Nobody offers glides. Now you just buttering up. You trying to get a promo code on this live or something. All right, let's play around. So again, like I said before, I have Loop Elements, and as you can see, I have Peculiar Sounds played up. Let me put it in dark mode. I think that's an underrated feature of Peculiar Sounds. Dark mode just looks sexy in my opinion. I'll make it a little bit bigger just because I was just trying to get them both on the screen where you guys can both see them, but right now they're kind of both right here. So Loop Elements is the new kid on the block. All kind of stuff like that. I was just playing around with a loop a few minutes ago. I love this one. It's called Perfect Worship. You know what I'm saying? Let's speed this up a little bit. Maybe about there. Maybe about right there. Appreciate you, Josh. And I'm gonna get with you soon, bro. You killing it with your new pack. Y'all make sure y'all go support Dr. Josh Riggins, he just dropped like a super dope bass pack, like Moog basses, lead, sound design. This dude is like monster sound designer, and you definitely want to get his sound, especially he's built them for like, he's built presets and stuff for like all of the major, like I think plugins and stuff like that. Y'all make sure y'all go support my guy Josh, man. He is he's smacking with that stuff. I've been listening to the demos. They're killing, bro. Stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You got like your, you know what I'm saying? That's your what's that song? How's it going? You know what I'm saying? And again, like I was saying before, sorry, I gotta get my East Swift pedal. You can mute like what's it got that snare on 3? Maybe I want to mute 1 and 3. Then bring it back in. Maybe it's another breakdown. Let's bring it back in. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I just love it. I hope my keys weren't like clacking too much for you guys, but will Pete? Yes. Whenever I get PC done, let me get this on the screen. I'm sorry. I'm working on PC, guys. I'm also working on Pro Tools. Those are two like main. Development is hard. One day I'm gonna be able to like shine a light and show you guys the inside of this Dr. Pepper Zero, in case y'all was curious. What goes all into this? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot. When I was building Peculiar Sounds, it took us 8 months just to develop the Pro Tools version of Peculiar Sounds, the V1. We're not even talking about V2. It took 8 months just to develop the Pro Tools version of that. And so, yeah, it takes a lot to get this stuff done. But we were able to get what we got done, which was the standalone, that was important to me, and we got it available for like Logic and all of that. But I'm working to try to see if I can get it. I doubt if I'm gonna be able to get it done this week. I wish. But I'm going to try to get it done soon. And when I do, I am a man of my word. If I do something for one, I'm doing it for everybody. So yeah, if we get if I get it done for the PC users, I'm going to give you guys the same opportunity that I gave the Mac users. That's just same with Pro Tools. I'm going to give everybody the same thing or what have you. So he says, amazing. I just added something to my music production. You're doing a very big job, and you don't know how much you're blessing us here in Africa and what you're doing. Man, I want to get to Africa one day soon. Somebody's going to bring me to Africa. Can you add in your own loops in the loop elements like guitar loops? Not currently, but stay tuned with guitar loops. I'm working on something actually really, really special with loop elements and guitar loops. I'm actually going to be working to bring some into Peculiar Sound soon, and actually expand it beyond just drums. That is my vision for loop elements, that it goes beyond just drums. You know what I'm saying? So you got that. You got, worship loops, that kind of stuff. Y'all love that kind of stuff, right? It's just fun. But we got church loops. We got trap loops. You know what I'm saying? So, you got trap beats. That was on the intro. Woo! This is one of my favorites. Let's see. So we be in 125. I like that. I remember when I created this, I sat and listened to it for like 5 minutes because it's just a bop. So much you can do with it. I don't know. This, gosh, man, it's so crazy. Loop elements, man. Let's see. So much stuff like that. I mean, so many loops in every category, man. So many loops in every category. I mean, we got like lo-fi stuff. So we just got so much stuff like that, man. Sorry, I get lost in it. It's so crazy. He says, can you rearrange and reorder the loops in the mixer section? I like my sounds in the. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, let me show you that. So every section here, let me blow it up so it's bigger. Every section here in this mixer section can be changed. So I got the snare right there, right? But you can rearrange it, meaning that you can reorder it. So I can put a kick right here, and then I can say I want the snare. Let me just go back down here to John Riccio. Do I have a snare? I think I just had a regular snare in there. I don't know, like snare 2 or something. You know what I'm saying? Now I got kick, snare here. I don't remember what kick I had, but whatever. But you get the picture, you know what I'm saying? And then you can put a shaker here. You know, just building out a loop. I'm just changing some stuff, actually. Let's just rearrange this entire loop. I'm just throwing stuff in different places. I'll put a clap. Let's do reverse clap. So I got the vinyl in there. We could take that out. Look at all these elements. And then you got channel effects. pitch it, filter that. I'm just doing stuff. You could even mod it. That's on channel 7. Turn it on. That snare is kind of weak. It just works for what it works for. Okay. A random kick. You know what I'm saying? So just you know what I'm saying? And then you like that, you can save that. We'll just save it. I got a folder, John's loops. I'm collecting loops. No, actually, I got it. I've been building them in the user folder. I'm going to be releasing like brand new loops. I'm going to try to commit to at least releasing like more loops and stuff like per month or something like that. We'll try to see what we can get done. Maybe I'll go live and create loops and then we'll release them then or something. Just for right now, I'm just going to call this new loop. I'll come back and give it a proper name later. 90. I'll come back and give it a proper name later. But that's what I'm saying. Like you can make it whatever you need it to be. You know what I'm saying? He says, can you add your own loops? Oh, I think I already answered that. Somebody else asked that earlier, or that may have been you. He says, will the add-ons cost it? No. It'd be whenever I add in some of this stuff, I don't plan on doing like a paid upgrade to this anytime soon. Like it'll have to be like years from now, a couple of years or so. This is gonna live the way it is, and I'm just gonna keep enhancing features of it until it gets to a point where I feel like, okay, I've done enough things to make this, because we're gonna be, again, the price point that we're gonna be with this is gonna be $199. It's $129 for the intro right now, but $199 will be the where we'll land with this after the intro. Because, and then for that, if you pay $200 for it, I'm like, hey, you know what? It's almost like whenever we add new features, you know what I'm saying? I think that's possible. Unless we do, like, for instance, when we went from Peculiar Sounds V1 to V2, we overhauled the entire plugin. We built in, we added in like 600, 400 or 500 like patches, and we re-schemed the whole thing. We made it into a workstation. We made it standalone. It was just a plugin before. So we did enough of a significant upgrade to where it felt like, okay, this makes sense to actually charge for this particular update, because we've adding so much value into it to where it can't just be a simple just click upgrade. So I don't see myself doing that with this anytime soon. I've tried to build this in a way to where I really don't have to do much to it. You know, I'm gonna fix probably, you know, I'm pretty sure now it's out in the wild. We'll find some bugs that people, you know, run across or whatever. You know, that's what happens. You know, you get it out in the wild, you get it on other people's systems. They test it. They say, hey, this isn't working, or this is happening, and can you fix this? We'll fix some bugs. We'll do some little things like that. And I'll do some little features that I'm thinking about. There's some really dope features that we've been discussing, some stuff that we've actually already been testing that didn't make it into the original, into this build, but will be in some future updates as we flesh them out. Some really exciting stuff. I think somebody mentioned tap tempo earlier. Like, we're working to get tap tempo. We tested that, in this build, but it didn't work for the implementation. It broke something else in the plugin, and we didn't want to break another system to promote another. That at that point in time, tap tempo, while it's a great feature, it's not a mission critical thing. You know what I mean? I like to have tap tempo, but we don't have it yet, so it's not something that really bothers me. We'll get it in when we need to. You know what I mean? It wasn't like something like, oh my God, we have to have tap tempo when we release this. You know what I'm saying? Like we kind of weighed out those features, and there's some other little things that I'm thinking about. I won't talk about it yet because I want to make sure that I'm able to implement it, because if I say it, especially in a live situation, that's going to create an expectation, and I don't want to create expectations for something that we might not even get the chance to get in for the next year. But I'm excited about growing this platform into something that's going to be really, really dope. And your support really helps it, because development, all of this stuff takes time. It costs. Even though I'm the developer and I'm coding all of this stuff myself, and I'm not paying other developers. Well, I've got some developers that I paid for some stuff to help me out of a few spots that I've been in over the years. But holistically, I'm doing 98% of the development on all of these plugins. So it's a huge time investment. Like, I lose 6 to 8 months of my life working on a project like this. You know what I'm saying? Building something like this. I think we started on, like, well, Loop Elements itself has been, I said it on the live, it's been 4 years in development. Like, all of these loops and stuff that's in here is the culmination of 4 years of like creating loops and building out all of that from Loop Elements Volume 1 all the way up to now. It's the culmination of all of that. So it takes time. But I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not greedy at all. That's not what I'm doing. I'm building this for community, and building this because this is something that I've always wanted to do. And so I built it first for me, and I hope that everybody else kind of enjoys it. You know what I'm saying? He says I was more so talking like how you would rearrange. Yeah, we're not there yet. Um, no, we're not there yet. That's a interesting feature, to be able to like grab a track and just move it over, like rearrange it in that way, like visually. It Maybe I'd have to explore into that. I can think of a way to implement that. It might take me 6 months. Something that's like, oh yeah, that sounds really simple. Like, I think I could do that. And then 6 months later, it's like, nah, that didn't work. Tap tempo was definitely one of those things. Like, we figured it out earlier on. We built it into the plugin, and then when we got down the line, because we had tap tempo, and like, I'll show you guys. I'm not gonna show it on this live. I don't feel like digging for that file. I'd have to dig for it. I'll show that on a different live. But we had a beta build, an early beta build that had tap tempo in it. And we were working it and doing it. And then, like I said, 3-4 months passed as we got into it and kept building it. It broke something else. And it's like, yep, put 6 months into that. Gotta chop it out. That's the real development world. So I'm giving you guys a peek that most people don't do. Like, these developers, these plugins, people that do like that build Studio One and Logic and Pro Tools and all of this stuff with code and stuff and building out plugins. It's not for the faint of heart, because like, you will spend 6 months on something that at the end of it doesn't make it into the final build because it breaks another thing, and then you got to figure out how you know what I'm saying? So hug your developer, treat them fairly, because we are people, we are individuals, and we put a lot of time and effort into this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's something I'll think of and I'll experiment with. That would be kind of cool. To like be able to move, just click on you know what I'm saying, be able to just click on a fader and just drag it over here and drag it over there, like you said, and rearrange your tracks in a way that visually, mentally makes sense to you, because we do that in DAWs. So I understand that vibe. Now, how many tracks can you save with you can save limitless. Limitless. You can have 10 bajillion tracks in here if you want. You can create as many vibes as you want and save as many as your hard drive will hold. And these files are kilobytes. So you could save a billion loops in here if you wanted to. As far as like playlist, what did you say? Let me go back and look at the comment. I'm sorry. Playlist. Okay, so we have a really cool feature called favorites where you can favorite something. So if I click here on this little star and star it, it adds it to a favorite. And then if I go over here and find this one and star it, like this loop, say I want to use that for something, and then I'm just going to the church folder. I've already starred some stuff, as you can see. But anything that I've starred, when I click this big star right here next to this like search thing, it pops up. You know what I'm saying? And so now I just have those loops in a playlist, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Then I can click on it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like all of those are in that playlist. And then if I want to take it out of the playlist, I just unstar it. You know what I'm saying? They're gone. Now I just got these guys in the playlist and I can empty it out completely. And then I can come here and put this one in. And then I can come in and put, oh my God, loop in. And then I can come in and put head bobber in. And then I can go here and boom. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, loop is like my favorite loop. One of my favorite loops. It's hundreds of loops. It's probably like close to 300 loops just coming with loop elements. You know what I'm saying? Head bobber. You know what I'm saying? Like so many things to experiment. And so like, yeah, tons of, you can save as many tracks as you need to, as many, things that you want to. Let's see. My man says using this in a live situation, are we able to say, have a click in our ears? So, we're working on that. There is a metronome. Again, we have key commands. You hit K, key commands pop up. If you hit M, it turns on the metronome. Currently, right now with the metronome, it's just for reference. I put it in there for like when you want to build a loop, from scratch, which I'll show you guys that in a second. We'll build some loops here. I put the metronome in there as a building tool so you can kind of have a metronome when you're like working and building something. I am working for a future update to split where you can actually split the track, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? And have it to where you have the metronome or the click coming out one side and the, track coming out the other, and you can use like a split thing, or you can run them out of your interface or whatever. I'm also running, also thinking about like just multi-out in general to where you can eventually like send any one of these loops out a specific channel. I tested that again. There's another one of those things that just didn't make it into this update because it broke something else. So once we figure that out, we'll have it. It'll be available. But that's something that we're looking to add moving forward. But for right now, you may want to like depend on like guide track or something like that for like your click, which that's a dope plugin. You want to check that out. Guide track, look it up. It's on our website. That plugin is made specifically for click and cues and like guides and all of that stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, just fire emojis. Thank you. My baby sister's in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? He says I'm not getting the crossgrade price, even though. Prince, you want to make sure. Okay, you have to either own Loop Elements Deluxe, or you have to own one of the bundle versions. Volume 1, 2, 3. We sold them in bundles. If you just bought like Loop Elements Volume 1, and then maybe, you bought Loop Elements, 3, and you didn't buy the whole thing, you just bought a couple of them or whatever, you don't get the cross grade option. You have to own one of the bundled versions. It's not like a cross grade from any version of Loop Elements. It's a cross grade for those who have bought like Loop Elements Deluxe. That's $100 product that we sold years ago. So if you owned any of those previous bundled versions, then you have access to the cross grade. Otherwise, you pay the 129 right now. If for some reason you own Loop Elements Deluxe and you've bought all of that or whatever, and it's not working, hit us up in customer support. We'll get you straight over there. Then that means there's something technically going on, maybe a caching issue or something like that. We'll get you straight if that's the case. But make sure you own. It's only for those who own like deluxe or other versions like that or whatever. Let's see what else we got. I'm just answering questions. Then we're gonna play some loops and stuff. Let's see. Oh man, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shirley. I appreciate your support and all of that. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I said, Jamar says, thanks for taking the time to create this. I hear how many months you're working at work coding and doing coding those things to give credit. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I appreciate it. What else? What else? Make sure that I catch any questions. we answered that earlier, Linda. No, it does not have tap tempo. Like scroll back and you'll see what I'm saying about that. I spent a whole like segment talking about tap tempo. I'm like, can we put other one shot samples to this? No, not at this point. You can blend it with, you can drop it in the DAW and, build out that way. But Loop Elements, listen, I want you guys to understand, I get that a lot. That's a question I've been getting a lot over the last few days. I understand you guys have some great like samples and some great stuff that you guys got in your library and you want to build it and drop it in Loop Elements because you like the way it looks and the way it functions. But I thought long and hard about this loop. Right, we're gonna try to eventually get something like that in as a feature. Loop Elements Deluxe has hundreds, like probably like 300 plus, like built-in loops. Like there are tons of like things that work for just about every genre. As you once you dig in, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's stuff in here for trap. Like you can literally jump over here. Where's one of my favorite joints? You can jump over here, get you a nice little trap loop. Trying to make sure you know what I'm saying? You got that 808. You can pitch the 808. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff you can do with that. And there's just shakers, there's pop stuff. Like if you need a fire pop loop, you working on a pop joint. You know what I'm saying? Like we thought a lot of R&B, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Get you some nice. Get you some of that. You know what I'm saying? So many different things from the hip hop stuff, man. Get you something like this. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Like lo-fi all the way down to my church. You know, if you need a good A good bump. Let me see. Let me find a good bump in here. Like, we gotta get the bump. You know what I'm saying? Pull up Peculiar. We got a nice little bump in here. You can trying to find my piano. Oh, I forgot I muted the mic. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He said I own the deluxe version. I muted my y'all can't see it. I have a microphone right here and it has a little mute button, like that little green light. I can tap it and it goes off. I'm sorry. See, live. This stuff happens all the time. I apologize, guys, for that. I was just running my mouth. I know my man said he owned the deluxe version. Hit up support. Yeah, that's what I said. She was saying how to import MIDI. I said go check. It was a video. Go check the video. Go check the video on. Go check the video in the thing. Yep. I apologize, guys. You guys got me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was not paying attention. I forgot that quick that I muted this mic. I forgot. You know, John Mike forgot to unmute the mic. All right, let's have some fun. I'm sorry. I want to build a loop out. Let's just build something. So here's how You would build something. Let me push my thing in. So my keyboard, I got a keyboard under here that was in the way. So this is how you would build a loop really quickly and easily inside of Loop Elements Pro. This is where the fun happens. So I'm going to scroll down. What we see here? He says you have to put juice back on shit. Sale. Try to check out, but it took too long. Okay. We had juice. Apologies, guys. Somebody dropped something, I guess, in the kitchen. I had juice on sale for a month. Like literally, we put juice, peculiar sounds, guide track, all of those things. We had them on sale for a month. I sent out probably literally 100,000 emails, like literally to like our user base. We were posting every day on social media, every day on YouTube, posting. I got a folder. Literally, we posted like over 100 short form pieces of content, like videos, somewhere like 120 videos in the last 25 days. Black Friday, get it on sale, get juice on sale, juice is on sale, juice is on sale, get 50% off, get 50% off. I had it in my stories, I had it in my posts, I sent it out to emails. We had it on the website as a lower thing. As soon as you got on the website, I did as much as I could, and everybody waited until I took it off sale. Not everybody. We did really, really good for Black Friday. A lot of people came in and got what they needed to get. So I apologize to you guys if you missed the Black Friday sale. I did everything I could. I had it on. We had all of our products on sale half off for over a month. This is why you guys want to make sure that you subscribe, that you're paying attention. I do these things. There will be another time where I will put juice back on sale. Juice will go back on sale. It will. I will put it back on sale at some point. I will. I promise you that it will go back on sale. When it's going to go back on sale, I have no clue. I'm not going to, I don't have any like ETA, anything like that. But if you are one of those faithful people, those faithful members that, attend church every Sunday, you know, you will know when I decide to put something else back on set. And I really do. I do my best. It is my heart that I try to, because I understand I've been there. I am that guy sometimes where I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, dang, man, I want to get that on sale. I'm going to wait till it gets on sale. I'm going to wait. Da, 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 da. I'm that guy. And then when you miss it, you be like, dang, I missed it. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? I beat up on myself for that. I literally something that I was out on Black Friday that I said I was going to get. I missed it, and as I went and looked at it today, and I was like, "Dang!" So I've been on that. I've been on that train before. It is my heart to make sure that I do as much as I can to make sure our customers and the people that support us are always supporting, are always getting what they need, are always getting it at a fair price. You know what I'm saying? Getting it when they want. And I apologize if it's that, but as a business, like you cannot sustain a business giving away 50% of your profit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? You especially more than a month. If you've had something on sale for an entire month, that's just business economics 101. And I'm not trying to be that guy. I hate this. It sounds dirty to talk about that kind of stuff on situations like that. But that's just business. You know what I'm saying? Like we do as much as we can to support the people that support us and to make sure that they get those things or what have you. So I want to make sure that I do as much as I can. And I understand that. I definitely understand it. And I definitely want to make sure that I honor people, from that standpoint, because I know people do do that stuff like that, but it is very difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just walked into Walmart right now, you know what I'm saying, and you saw a TV on sale, and that was the first time you saw that TV on sale, you know, yesterday, and it's been on sale for a month. You had no idea, but you said, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and get that TV. And you go back the next day, like I did. It wasn't a TV, it was something else. But you go back the next day and it is back to regular price. You like, dang, you are not gonna keep it a buck. You are not going to go up to the counter at Walmart and be like, hey, bro, like I was in here yesterday. That TV was like 729. Today is 1259. Like, I know y'all just took it off sale like yesterday. I just found out like that it was on sale yesterday. You think you can give it to me for like 750? Like we don't do that, We just be like, ah, man, I missed the sale. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. I hate like that part of business, but that's just the business cycles. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're on the live. Make sure that you're tapped in. I'm a fair person. I always try my best to support my customers and be there and be fair. You know what I'm saying, with our pricing and what we do, you know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that I do that. So I do sales, I do all of those things from time to time. He said, lesson learned, all that good. Yeah. I try to be transparent as possible. Like I am not like some greedy, you know what I'm saying, businessman that just like some money. I want to make money. I'm in business to make money. Let's make that clear. I'm in business to make money, but I'm also very, 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 very conscious of my customers and what we do. He says, I'm getting Loop Elements Pro this Friday. Can't wait. Thank you so much, DeMarcus. I appreciate it. He said Native Instruments Promotions, you stupid. You cross-grade from Loop Elements Deluxe or any of the bundled versions of Loop Elements. So if you bought like Loop Elements Volume 1, 2, 3 Studio 1 Edition or Loop Elements Volume 1, 2, 3 Logic Edition or whatever, we did like these bundles where you can buy like, because we did like Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. And by the time we did that many volumes, I was like, you know what? It just makes sense to just bundle them. And so this was like 2021. So they've been bundled for like 4 years almost, you know what I'm saying? So we did these bundles and then we did Loop Elements Deluxe because that made sense at that time. So if you bought any of the bundle versions, or you bought Loop Elements Deluxe, then we honor you with the Crossgrade. That means we are going back almost 4 years, and we're saying if you bought something from us 4 years ago, we are going to give you a fair price on the new thing. But it's $79.99 this week, and then Friday it's going up to $99. That's just what, not on Friday, but after Friday. After Friday, these prices go up or what have you. Go for it, bro. Yeah, I'll share it if you review it. Share it, bro. Go for it. I appreciate it. I want to see people use it. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Charlie. All right, back to it. Let's have some fun. I'm finna jump on here. Let's build a loop. So let me show you guys. I'm gonna build a couple of loops. Then I'm gonna get out of here. This has been fun. It's always fun. So to build a loop, you go to your user. You won't see new loop 90 or Yahweh. I put those in there. I'm gonna go to empty. Just click empty. Empty me. Empty your loops, right? Now there's nothing. If I hit the play, you see it's moving. There's no audio. It's nothing happening. I'm going to turn, this is why I put the metronome in there. I'm going to turn the metronome on. And let's pick a BPM. Let's go with, I always do 90 something because I like 90, but let's just try something like 113. I don't know, just because. All of these slots down here allow you to add in loops. So we'll just keep it pragmatic. We'll add in a kick 12. Okay, we'll go with that. Let's build something. And then we'll let's add in some hats. Let's tweak that. Let's add in some claps. Something with some more pizzazz. All right. Yep. All right, shakers. pan our shakers to the right and pan our hats to the left. Yep. Now, I still got a little bit of shaker on this side and a little bit of whatever there, right? Here's a cool feature. I can make it mono. So it's just holistically mono. Do the same thing with that. You know what I'm saying? Got that in there. Let's keep building. I'll turn off the metronome now because I got my BPM. Add some perk. I like that. Let's tweak it. Let's turn on the mod filter on 5. Let's see what that does. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. All right, let's get to some fun. Let's add some elements. This kind of has an Afro, you know. Let's add an Afro element in. Let's add another Afro. Yeah. Yeah. We'll add one more because we got one more slot. Might as well. Just add a regular element. I got an idea. Let's add a 6/8 element in. This is a trick. Because this only plays. It's meant for 6/8. But it'll do that, right? Because it's not playing like the full 4/4. It's playing in a 6/8 grid. This is good. Woo! I can listen to that all night, dog. Woo! Yeah. I love that. So now that that's built, I mean, if I wasn't talking my way through it, I could have built it faster, but let's just, I don't know. I'm not going to put it in any of the folders. I'm just collecting a folder. I'm just call it John Loops. And I'm just going to, I'll come back and give it a proper name later. 113. I'm just going to call it an Afro loop for whatever reason. And I'll give it a proper name later on when I put it. I'll put this in a pack, later, a preset pack that we'll release. I'll just add it in there. But there's my loop. And if I go to John's Loops, there it is. That's so crazy. Let's do another loop. Let's do something else. Let's build something else real quick. Let's build something like with some swing to it. With like, I'm gonna go like 96. And let's go. Let's start with something that's got some swing. Let's build this backwards. Let's start with a swing element from like the swing machine. That's cool. Give me another one. Okay. I can get with that. Let me see how that's feeling. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that. Because this is why you put your metronome on now. I lost where it was going. Let's go to, again, we're just adding in some swing shakers. Like the first one, kind of. Let's tweak this clap, make it how we want it. Kind of like that, honestly. Maybe I would tweak this a little bit. It's just a vibe, you know what I'm saying? You just never know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to do like some of that nice quartet. or whatever you feeling in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't forgot how to be churchy, but I kind of like that. I would call that. I see. We'll say that preset as. We'll say that as. What's the BPM 96? We're gonna call this backcountry. Backcountry loop, because it sounds like some of those that are like an old Baptist. Glory, glow. That's what that sounds like. Yep, grandma groove. Somebody said that in the comments. That's what that feels like. But you could do that with loop elements. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do another one. Let's do another one. I'll empty that. Let's get another one. Let's do something like worship 6/8 kind of type vibe, because that's like a 4/8. So let's go like 86. Let's switch our grid to 6/8 just by clicking down here, right? So now we're in a 6/8 kind of vibe, and we can use the 6/8 kind of thing. So let's go grab a boom kick here. Like, let's see. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's grab a 6/8 shaker. Grab a 6/8. Let's see. Okay. We can adjust this one. That's some verb. Not that much verb. And then that's adjust the verb. Yeah, that's a lot of verb. That is to the left. Yep. And that's. I'm just picking random elements. I don't know what I don't. I got so many elements in here. I don't even know what the elements are. I'm just picking random ones. That's kind of wild. Maybe we can. Woo! Now let's blend them. I like that. Sorry, I got carried away there. That's fun. But that's so dope. I mean, it's just that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it. Like it's that's when you know you have something is when you can't even let it go yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like it becomes It's not something that I built. It's something that I'm using. And it's in the moment and I'm creating and I'm vibing and I feel it and I feel alive and I feel like I'm you know what I'm saying? Like that is when you know you have something. Is when you get lost in it yourself and it's no longer like I'm not thinking about all of the nights of coding and beating my head up against the wall trying to figure out this and this thing broke and now I got to start over and this didn't save and I got I'm not thinking about all those things. I'm thinking about this is fun, like this. Oh, I hit the I hit the stop button. I clicked the stop button by accident. But anyway, that's a dope loop. So again, we just hit save. I'll go to John's loops and we'll call this 8668. You know, worship lost in worship. That's what I'm gonna call that. Lost in worship because that's what happened. It just you know what I'm saying? Super dope stuff. Uh we're gonna have to talk about juice in what way? What do you mean we're going to talk about juice? Let me know what you think. He says great salesmanship. I guess. I mean, yes. We are selling the product. I do enjoy this process, but I also enjoy just creating and building. He's the one on the screen. He's the one. He. Okay, I must have missed a question. So let me scroll back. Let me scroll back up. Let me scroll back up. Good. Oh goodness. Okay. Let me see. What did I miss? Uh, where did I get my fader thing from? Let me know what you mean by where did I get the fader from? Where did I get the fader from? I'm not sure what you mean. He says, do you have any plans on adding expansion packs to the Juice by D-Lo VST? They are very. I come with that VST. There's not enough value. Okay. Um, I think we got like probably 200 some odd presets with that in that particular VST that we developed at the time. We are planning on doing some expansion work with that, like we did with all our VSTs. We're going juices, one of those things that we're going to be updating probably sometime in 2025. Um, no, it's we I had this conversation earlier. It was on sale for over a month. And we decided, after a month of having it on sale, that you know it's back to regular price. He says this will be the foundation of some great maybe. I hope so. I hope so. I really do. That is my hope. I want to hear you guys use this. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, DL. Uh, where do the sound samples come from? There's a user import. No, they're built in just like like on our other plugins, Juice and all of those other plugins. Thank you so much with that. Let's see. John Mike playing Kikis has always captivated me. Oh, thank you so much, man. He said my own product. Not the one on the screen. He has one that he controls with his hands. You may mean this, Ben. You may mean this. We use this in the launch video. That may be what you're talking about. That's MIDI. It's a MIDI controller, and you can't. I don't have it plugged up right now. And if I to plug it up, I'd have to unplug the. It's something off screen that I don't want to unplug. That might mess up my audio. This is what I used in the thing, but I have a whole video that I did Saturday, and we got a video coming this week. We're gonna talk about MIDI mapping and all of those stuff like that. How to do that with the plugin. You can use fader controllers. You can use any MIDI controller with that. Literally inside of Loop Elements, you can right click and assign MIDI CC to any of these things. So they're all there for you to kind of work around with or what have you. Let's see. He said, "What up, doe? What up, doe? Tracks all day. What up, doe? I had a very bad experience with Juice. I got an email from you a few days ago. I do appreciate that, by the way. Oh, absolutely. You know that it happens. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we do our best to try to support our customers. I'm not sure if you're the one. I think I know which one we're talking about. If you're the same person I'm thinking about, I responded to you. It was over the weekend because it was a couple of issues you had with installing or something like that. I think I remember, but yeah, it was. Again, I said this earlier. I'm just a regular guy. I love doing this stuff, and I do the best I can to support my customers with fair pricing, with great customer support. I actually have a guy that works for me that does customer support along with me. We work it together. Like I'm in here every day. If I'm not coding, I'm talking to customers. If I'm not talking to customers, I'm doing videos. It's 8 o'clock in the PM here where I am, 8:30. I'm up doing videos live, talking to the people, interacting, you know what I'm saying, showing you how this stuff works. I'm in it to win it. You know, this is what it takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm always here and I'm always trying to do it. And I take constructive criticism. If you feel like that there isn't enough value in it, then I appreciate that. I respect that. And we have a conversation about it. And then you tell me what you think as a person, you know, who's using the product, how we can improve it. And we take that user feedback and we bring it to our team. I do have a team. It's not just me, even though I do a lot of the work. I do have a team of about 5 people that we all work together on all of this stuff. Videos, content, customer service, all of those things like that. I have a squad. We meet up once a month. We sit down. We talk through all of this stuff, and we do what makes sense for the business and what makes sense for our products. And so, yes, if you have comments, concerns, please express them. Please tell us, and then we discuss them, and then we figure out how can we make it better. Even with Loop Elements, this isn't a perfect product. There's you know, people were talking earlier about wanting tap tempo and some other little things and other little features, and people want to bring their own loops in and all of those things like that. But you know, it's not a perfect product, but it is a great product in my opinion. And I've put 4 years of development into it, so I do feel like it's great value because of the time, and I got some plans to improve it. I'm listening to customer feedback, and tap tempo is something that I want to get. Importing user loops is something I want to get. There's a few other little small things that I want to do. Chris says, how do I map a MIDI controller like Nano controller? There's a video on the channel that shows that. It's in the middle of a live video like this, but we're going to stay tuned over the next course of the next few days. I'm going to drop maybe tomorrow or maybe Wednesday. I'm going to drop a video that showcases that or what have you, that shows how to MIDI map. It'll be a direct video out of that vibe or what have you. I'd have to pull up Juice and look at it, but yes, we have drums. It should be more than 4 sound banks. It's strings, there's synths, there's key bass, there's basses, there's 808s, there's drums, there's strings, there's pads, there's pianos, there's like all kind of synth textures, there's effects, there's vocal samples, it's a lot inside of Juice. It's not meant to be like Omnisphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's the framework that you're thinking in. Oh, you know, Omnisphere got 15,000 sounds. Omnisphere costs $500. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always had a great framework, even with loop elements. Like there are hundreds of loops in here, but it's bread and butter stuff that you can pull up and create the type of vibe that you're looking for. Is it going to work for everybody? No, probably not. Like there's a lot of people that's going to be like, that doesn't really work for what I'm trying to do. And that's fine. But there's going to be people that's going to look at this and be like, this is what I've been looking for. Those are the people that I deal with. Same thing with like Juice. It's not about having like 10 bajillion sounds. I'm pretty sure you have, if you use a lot of VSTs, you probably have 10 bajillion sounds already, right? If you use a lot of, if you have Logic, there's thousands of sounds in Logic. And most people don't even take the time to explore all of the sounds that are in Logic. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people don't take the time to do that kind of stuff, and they don't take the time to tweak the stuff in Logic that make it sound the way that they want. You know what I'm saying? And then there's this plugin, and there's that plugin, and there's Omnisphere, and there's this, and there's Silent, and there's all of these different types of romplers and all these different things. Our focus has always been and will always be not quantity but quality. That's always the flow. It's not about, oh, we're trying to give you 800 sounds. No, we're trying to give you 250 or 150 or 400 sounds, whatever. Put a number on there. We're trying to give you 100 sounds that work. Like, if you're like, I need some strings, you go into Juice. Boom. Smack. Dope strings. Dope. Oh, I need it. Especially 808s. When I need an 808, I without, like, what's that, the girl from Okoye from Black Panther, where she's like, will you kill me would you kill me, my love, for Wakanda? For Wakanda? Without question. You know what I'm saying? Like, without question, I go grab, if I need 808s, I go grab Juice. Without question. I don't think about anything else. And it's not just because it's a product that I developed. It's and I developed that in coordination with D-Lo. You know what I'm saying? That those are his sounds that we sampled and stuff. So yeah, like, without question, when I need an 808, Juice. I don't think, when I need drums, like trap drums, I just grab Juice, because I know I'm not going to be like going through like 18 banks looking for like 35, like scanning through 35 sounds, wasting time looking for the perfect 808. Guess what? I need an 808. I know exactly where to go. If I need like some filtered loops, if I need that in a track, Loop Elements, dog. Like, I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not finna go try to get on Splice. I got a subscription to Splice. I subscribe to Splice. I'm not going to try to go get on Splice and try to not find 96 different loops and drop them into, the DAW, and then try to filter and filter and filter and then put an EQ on it and da 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 da. No. 13 seconds. I'm done. I didn't got what I need. That is the function as a creator that I've always tried to bring to the table with our products. It's not about, oh, I want to give you like 80,000. I want to rebuild Omnisphere. Like, no. I want to rebuild Stylus. No. I want to give people something that I know, and even for my own self, because I build tools for myself first before I build them for anybody else. I want to be able to, if I'm in the flow, I want to be able to, like, yep, that's what I was looking for. Now let's add some piano. And I didn't spend 96 days on my loop. It just took me like 96 seconds and I had what I needed. That's what it's about. And then we value it based on that, because we take our time and we sample and we build and we sample and we build. And there's so many sounds that I just throw away. I don't know, you guys can't see it. If I go to full screen here, there's keyboards back there and there's keyboards over here, and I spend like days like tweaking, creating a sound so that you guys don't have to. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that soapbox. I do the best that I can with what I got. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's what it's about. He said, I got most of all your products. Dope. Could see it continue. Thank you so much, sir. That's what it's about. Eric, my guy, yes, sir. Thank you. The tech person did a lot of remote work though on my laptop today and got it running, but the product has very limited amount of sounds. I do apologize. I understand that, value for the money. He says there's value in your products. I pay output $99 a year. Yeah. And it's support. These are the things that support what we do, and then we're able to build. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That cost me, like that Zoom call that you did, DL. That actually cost me money. My support person, even though he gets paid a salary, he gets paid for those support calls because he has to take out an hour out of that time. You see what I'm saying? So we sell a product on sale for $75, right? I have to pay out extra for support that he has to get on it to help you with sorting out your issue, which is not a problem. That's just what we do. But you'll see what I'm saying? Like these are things and issues and problems and things as a business that we have to take. So the price isn't always about like what it cost. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we just greedy. We just out here trying to make $1 million. Yeah, we are, but not greedy. We are trying to make some money. But at the same time, I'm trying to support a family. I'm trying to support a business. I'm trying to support the people that work for me. I have 5 people that I employ. You see what I'm saying? It's those things like that. So if it doesn't, respect, respect. Will it work on my computer? Uh, I don't know what 1013 is. I can't remember what operating system that is. I wouldn't suggest this on anything less than a 2017, 2018 Mac. I wouldn't suggest this on anything. If Apple has not is discontinued support for your product, I suggest you don't use this. Try to put Loop Elements on there. If it's a 2015 or 2013 or 2012, I would not try to do that. It's 2024. It's time to get a new Mac. If respectfully, if you can afford it. He says the value is there. You just have to learn the product, just like a keyboard you made. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it doesn't work for everybody, And you'll never please everybody. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the feedback. If you feel it's not enough, I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, I have all of that. I DL respect and respectfully, we don't. I don't have many customers that have problems installing our product. I don't. We just don't. Like my support guy gets on support maybe once every 2 or 3 months with somebody that has an issue. So it's not like, oh my God, I got so many server issues and so many server problems and so many things that I gotta, you know, oh my God, we're spending like $10,000 a month on customer support because if I had that many problems with my installer and with customer support and issues with that, I would fix the installer. And I appreciate the dialogue. And I know you probably don't have like any kind of a negative tone and stuff. You said do respect, and so I give respect where respect is given. So I appreciate that. I don't have maintenance costs like that. I will tell you that but if you ever, I hope this is one thing that I always hope for people. I think that everybody should develop a product. I think that everyone at some point should try to build a business, build a product, create something, so that they can understand what it takes to grow something, to scale something, to build something, to do all of that and provide for their family and take care of their own needs and take care of the needs of others that work for them and all of those things like that. I really understand. I would really wish people would grow and understand it. And I plan on doing some like really in-depth stuff pretty soon on this kind of stuff to where people can really get a chance to see what it takes to build something like this. What happens is when you build something, a plug-in, you get people that aren't always 100% pleased with what you do. You know, that's just a part of the game. You'll never there's 10 bajillion people on this planet. You'll never please them all. It's improbable to please everybody with everything. You'll take that product and you'll say, this is not worth it. It's not worth it to me. Respect. But somebody else will be like, oh my God, this is the best, Juice is the best plugin I've ever used. We get that. You can go check the website. We got verified reviews on there. You can go check YouTubes and see what other people are saying about the product. You know what I'm saying? Like, holistically, people aren't trashing our products or saying that it's bad. Holistically, we're not having issues with our installers or anything like, you know what I'm saying? Like, holistically, we're not. But when you get stuff out in the wild and you have someone that has a Windows computer and it has to work on the Windows computer, and you have somebody else that has to work on that, plugins, software has bugs, they have problems. Go look at like Studio One or Logic, whatever DAW you use. Go look at the latest release notes. I got a release note thing from Logic that updated like last week. They fixed over 100 bugs and problems inside of Logic that I didn't even know were problems. But then you start looking at them and you're like, oh, it fixed the crash that caused this. This causes a crash. Fix the bug that does this. Fix the bug like that. So with respect, I do say, make sure that you understand what it takes for someone to do what they do and to build what they build before you know what I'm saying, when you make comments. I'm not that type of person, but I do say that take that into account, what it takes to build something like this. This product represents the last decade of my life put into this. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I will not sit here and try to BS you and tell you that it's perfect. It's not. But what I do have is the wherewithal to try to fix and make something and build something great. And I will take the time and the effort and as much as I can to ensure that I'm able to do that. Anyway, that's my space. Yes, sir. It's a lot of stuff involved. Yes, respect. Yeah, and I have dialogue. I appreciate constructive criticism. I appreciate unconstructive criticism. I appreciate it all. I appreciate people who will tell me that my stuff is broken or it sucks. Cool, respect. I can respect that. I know you drew the line and saying you're not gassing me, you're not gaslighting me, you're telling me what you feel. Respect. I got respect for that. So we will do what we can do to improve that product. That's something that is in the works. We do look at problems that we have with our installers and install systems, and we work to improve it. We are working on. We see where there are holes, HOLES, in our install process, and that's what we have customer service for. So we can log these things, so we can figure out what the problems are, so we can fix them. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Loop Elements is on sale. And I appreciate you guys. You guys can go and grab this. Go grab the product. It's on sale this week. This is the intro week, and we will do that or what have you. All right. So I will appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm about to jump off. My birthday is actually tomorrow. My birthday is tomorrow. I turn 42 within the next 5 hours. I will be 42. My birthday is tomorrow. So I'm about to get ready and go kind of chill out, decompress from the day, and get ready for my birthday tomorrow and the shenanigans that will ensue with all of that. So I appreciate you guys taking out the time, and I'm about to hop off and in my day, in this live in my day. So I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Peace.